go. Welcome to episode 441 of the Confidence in the Klutch Podcast with Donald Nelson on the Confidence in the Klutch Network. I'm here to educate, entertain, and inform. Click that bell for notifications, new content when I drop. New media, energy is up, health is wealth, y'all. Hope you're doing okay. My first question to you is, how's your health? Right? Not how you doing. How's your health? You okay? All right, then. Then how you doing? Because other stuff coming to play. Health is wealth. Without the health, we can't do nothing. So how's your health? You know what I mean? That's what we want to know every time I interact with somebody, especially with Black men, because according to people, we are stubborn when it comes to taking care of ourselves. Not me, not the boy. I take care of myself. I make sure I go to the doctor, everything. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a hypochondriac, but if something pains me, I'm going to see what's going on because that pain can trigger some type of trauma in the body. So we don't want that because that stress, not going to be able to do it. Like Jalen said on Jalen and Jacoby, man, I miss that pod. Out of all the pods that have been deaded, I miss Jalen and Jacoby pod. Man, shout out to them brothers. All right, y'all, let's jump into it. Konfident Service Announcement today is knowing your limitations. First of all, I want to apologize to everybody last week. And if you didn't watch it on YouTube, go watch that one. Because I have my opinions about a couple things, shout out to Bomani Jones. He said, sometimes you ain't got to talk about everything. You ain't got to say something sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people take stuff the wrong way when you're just trying to get your opinion. And, I talked about the Charlie Kirk murder, and my basis is it shouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Then it was the negative things he said. It's funny how all the people that support him, like Bomani said, they don't say what he say. You know what I'm saying? Nobody that supports him says what he said. It's the people that don't support him say what he say. That's funny though. All right, so move on, man. Knowing your limitations, right? Knowing your limitations. So right now I am in a certification program, which I will delve into very shortly and soon, because what it is and what the next thing is for me. I'm very excited. I will say that, to say the least, very excited. The more I'm in it, the more I study and go through this stuff, the more intentional I am about where I'm going, what my strong suits are going to be, what are the tenets I will stand on, and I love that. The problem is I started it too late. I started it too late because life lifed. And, a lot of us don't know our limitations. But one thing you can't do is add unwanted stress into your life, especially when you have an out. You don't use an out to procrastinate the BS you on, or to procrastinate because you think you work better under pressure, or to procrastinate because that's just who you are. You got to change that. That's negative behavior. That's limiting behavior. That's not growth. That's a limited mindset. It's not a growth mindset. You feel me? We want to be growing. So with me knowing my limitations, I can sit here and take PTO and go ahead and take PTO, and then I'm at the crib and just getting it done and knock it all out. I can skip around and just do the assignments and then take the national test and do my capstone project. Or I can just extend it for 6 weeks, pay the $150. So I already paid 2 G's for the certification. 6 weeks for the $250 and get my life kind of back, right? Because this turf toe right here is killing me. So my limitations, I know what I can and what I can't do. But trying to get finished by the 30th and I'm only like 65, 67% done, man, I gotta make some concessions. So that would really be like for real, like Thursday, Friday, like tomorrow be my last day of work at work. Thursday, Friday, get up, take my granddaughter to school, come back home and knock it out until 5 o'clock every day. The problem is I got to have a volunteer for some of these assignments, and that volunteer got to be available. So that's the extra piece to it, because you're really on nay time because they volunteering, right? So that's it. So for everything else, top to bottom, know your limitations. Like I got a few limitations, and the older I get, there's certain things that I'm not going to do. There's certain things I'm not going to stand for. So, and I'm going to voice my opinion about it just so you know where I'm at with it. We can dance, we can go, we can talk about it. Nothing is a beef. But once I state my opinion about it, if there's anything disrespectful that's coming back my way, then we're going to have a problem. You know what I'm saying? So just know your limitations. Know your limitations when it comes to your spouse, what you can and can't do if they're asking you for too much. Know your limitations with your own children, because yes, your own children can get on your nerves at times, especially if you're the dominant primary parent and the other parent is not there. And those are real single parents. I never was a single parent. Well, I was points of my children's life, one of my child's life. But just know your limitations with your coworkers, what you're not going to stand for, because a lot of people don't know how to be professional, right? They don't know how to be professional. And they need to get checked every once in a while about their professionalism. And know your limitations when it comes to your friends, right? Don't let them misuse you, abuse you, nobody. Because your friends shouldn't be misusing you and abusing you. Your family shouldn't be misusing and abusing you. Know your limitations when it comes to your negative things that you do. Even the positive things you do, you got to have a limit on that, because you can be going overboard, right? You know your limitations on the amount of alcohol and or other drugs you take, the amount of drugs you taking that's for helping with pain and chronic pain and all that stuff. With this foot, I had to get off of stuff. I can't just constantly take things, okay? Just remember, your body's a temple, and you want to try to preserve this and conserve the negative things going into your body physically, spiritually, mentally, all right? So that's just my knowing your limitations spill for our Konfident Service Announcement for the week, man. So we gone, G. All right, politics as usual. First of all, thank you again for coming back. I want to share with y'all something that last week, my MacBook, I need a new MacBook, but I'm sacrificing, right? Had to make sure my baby had a new MacBook Pro, a MacBook Air M4 when she went to college, away to college. Had to make sure other shit was going on for important things and other people, and they got what they need, you know what I mean? And they got what they want. And I can sacrifice because I am who I am, you know what I mean? So my last thing is getting my MacBook. I already made purchases for my business that I'm starting. I'm so excited to let y'all know what it is. I've already made purchases. You know what I mean? This thing is getting written off of my taxes, so I'm good. This shirt right here is an Deezus shirt to say, haters gonna hate, right? Old school, cracking and everything. I had to wear it today just to remind myself sometimes who I am. I don't got no haters. If I do, I don't give a fuck what they say. However, Coach Butts, Carlton Butts, Lakeside Scholars, Lady Lakeside Scholars, Milwaukee AAU team did some good things. When we won our state title, when I was at the school on the east side, he brought this the night when we sold the parents the tickets for when we was going upstate and gave them everything and all the information, our information to go upstate, and he brought this to me. You know what I mean? Because people was hating on me just because. People was hating on me that I took a group of black girls to the state tournament. Like, who does that? You clown, punk, mother. So that's what it is, though. So that's where we at. The MacBook is ready today, though, so we good. So, all right. So last week, and remember, go on YouTube for those of you that might have watched it. I did drop episode 440. It's on YouTube, though. No audio, no nothing, because the MacBook crashed on me because I ran out of storage. I incorrectly stated that the two men who were found lynched in Mississippi were black. No, Corey Zucaitis, 35, was found in Vicksburg, and he was a white male. 100 miles away, DeMartravion, or Trey, Reed, died on a Delta State campus. Now, the family's asking for an independent autopsy due to reports of broken arms and legs. This is Mississippi, okay? We know what happened with black men in Mississippi. You know, the coroner refuted those claims and believes the death was self-inflicted. We need answers, okay? I agree with the family. Ben Crump is representing them, talking with them. The media knew before the family was contacted. Why is that? So you can put the spin out there. This is just my opinion, right? They released his name before the family was contacted. Why? To put the spin out there. They went to the family's home and said they found him dead in his dorm room bed. Man, that brother was hanging from the tree in the middle of campus, man. So, and we all know that there's cameras everywhere. They're refusing to show the family the footage. Why? Show the footage. And Ben Crump said, even if it's too hard for the family to show, y'all show me. I'm the lawyer. I'm supposed to take it. Y'all supposed to show me. So damn that shit. It's Mississippi. It sounds like a cover-up. Y'all be wondering why I don't want to go to slave states and shit. Like, y'all, man. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's ridiculous, man. But thoughts and prayers to Corey and DeMartravion once again, all right? All right, now we ready, y'all. Let's go. Okay. Jimmy Kimmel got canceled indefinitely for that shit he said, right? Hell no. There's a bigger player in large that was coming up. They just had to find a reason to do some shit, right? I'm thinking it was time to take a unified stance, right? He didn't say anything even remotely negative about anyone. He didn't say anything negative remotely about Trump. He didn't say anything about Kirk. He didn't say anything about the shooter, right? So it's bullshit. FCC Chairman Brendan Carr threatened to take away ABC's broadcasting license in an interview with right-wing YouTuber Benny Johnson if they didn't pull Jimmy off the air. Basically, that's what happened, right? We know what the fuck happened. So it was, we can do this the hard way, we can do this the easy way. Basically, motherfucker, ABC, what y'all want to do? Because what we learned through this process is that ABC's the network, but everybody that want to carry that station in their markets, they have these subsidiary companies that broadcast this to different households and markets. So the Sinclair Group and the Nexstar Group, first it was Nexstar, said, fuck Jimmy Kimmel. Nexstar is trying to get a merger done. Sinclair is more conservative and shit. Remember, everybody was butthurt about Charlie Kirk, but we never hear a supporter say anything he said. We never hear anybody say, Charlie Kirk said this. Charlie Kirk said that. We only hear the people that was not happy with the things he said say what he said. Huh? There's a lot of quiet people out here that support the bullshit, y'all. Y'all know that, right? So, fascist state-run media, fascist state-run media, fascist state-run media. We are in trouble, and this is the tip of the iceberg. They told us what they were going to do, and the whites voted for it. Do y'all know what Project 2025 was? They told you what the fuck they were going to do, and the whites voted for it because the whites have an issue with replacement theory. Meaning, I been here for 500 plus years. My people came in here, took the land from the people that was here. We didn't discover shit. We brought over a whole other group of people because we couldn't farm the fucking land. We got the best farmers in the world, and we brought them here so that we can get rich off of them and take care of this country the way we want to, and then get everybody the fuck away from us. That's what the whites did that came here, right? That's it. That's it. And now, the people that still here is voting for the same shit that the people that came here first did. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got to make sure like I said, if I was in power, I'd be voting for the same shit. You know what I'm saying? However, the cruelty and the shit that you voting for, you got to be able to answer for it. Just like I would have to answer for it. Like, yo, man, I mean, we've been here and shit. Like, we know we finna get replaced by whites and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's only a matter of time. Our women ain't having these fucking babies. We got to take their ovaries from them and shit, man. Hey, man, we still got our thumb on these motherfuckers, though, because systematically it's going to take years for them to even catch up to us, so we kind of cool. But, however, our baby boomer generation and generations got so much fucking money that even if they do take over the majority of the country, dog, we control 74% of the fucking bread in this fucking country. Our power is not going any fucking where. You know what I'm saying? It's the optics that is going somewhere. Y'all follow me? Confidence in the motherfucking clutch, yo. So, Disney, ABC, ESPN, like finna get boycotted because ABC, like, fuck it, we gonna pull this shit, right? I'm all for it, boycotting shit for clicks and views and streaming. Shit, I started watching shit on the Cardi app, and if you know, you know. You feel me? Sinclair Broadcast Group said Jimmy Kimmel can't come back until he take appropriate steps to uphold the standards expected of a broadcast platform. They request Jimmy Kimmel to issue a public apology, donate to Charlie Kirk's family and Turning Point USA. What? Fuck out of here. They aired a Remember special for Charlie during the show's time slot last Friday. Fuck out of here. Y'all got to get... I was thinking last week, Jimmy might have to because his staff is suffering and Jimmy a real motherfucker from all accounts that I be seeing. Jimmy Kimmel's a real motherfucker. He ain't got time for y'all to be fucking with his people eating and shit until he figure out his next move to get away from ABC and just straight go to YouTube or go to another network, right? Because that's all they need to have him go to cable. That's it. So, however, state-run media is never good. And you can't get forced out, and you got to stand up and fight, right? First Amendment right-wing motherfuckers, far-right motherfuckers that just we want to say whatever the fuck we want to. Niggas talk bad about Obama, talk bad about Michelle, talk bad about Bill Clinton, talk bad about Kamala, talk bad about Joe. You know what I mean? Talk real bad about him. This motherfucker that was talking on the news, on Fox News, talking about poor people, homeless people should be murdered. Like, he ain't even got put. Motherfuckers say they ain't agree with Charlie Kirk shit, and what he said was some bullshit, and he should, you know what I'm saying? I'm not upset he died, and I'm not sad he died. And they got fired, motherfuckers getting kicked out of school and shit. They talking about snitch on people. Like, goddamn. Like, yo, come on, y'all. State-run media is never good. You're digging a hole. And recency bias will get you fucked once the majority switches. That's what I'm saying. Y'all did all this shit, change all these rules. It's going to be over. So, you know, I would be more careful if I was in a position of power, because what I'm doing is creating a rule that they're going to be able to use against us. So fuck that shit. No. We need to have a little bit more civility. Now, the good news is Kimmel will return tonight, Tuesday, after a 1-week suspension. Nexstar and Sinclair Group will still preempt the broadcast. Like, wow, you motherfuckers, really, this is what we doing. So corporate censorship, huh? If the deal with Sinclair and Nexstar goes through, they will have over 40% of households, right? That Nexstar has, right? With whoever they're trying to do it with. This is all about long-range game and money, and that's why FCC and all that shit got involved with it, because whoever is Nexstar, whatever, the merger they want, it ain't gonna pass because it'll be a monopoly. So it is what it is. In Milwaukee, Channel 18, unfortunately, the CW, and Channel 24, My 24, we out with y'all. Those Sinclair broadcast channels, we can't fuck with y'all. We ain't got no Nexstar here. Our Fox 6 affiliate used to be Nexstar. They sold that bitch in 2019. All right. Politically, quick hitters. Trump canceled $1 million in, like, what is it? I forget how many millions. He be trying to cancel millions in cancer research and studies. Why? I got an answer for you. Confidence in the motherfucking clutch. Black men and women were not dying of cancer as much as they used to. Moving on. Marjorie Taylor Greene wants a dissolution of the union. I'm cool with that. No more dough. Y'all can't get no more dough from the union in. So if we say you 16 motherfucking southern states want to just hit it again, y'all can get no dough, and we know the rest of the country generate more money than y'all do. So no more dough. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But remember, that party, their leader, loves the poorly educated, right? Reading level is at 5th grade nationally, right? You will kill your own fucking people doing that. So that's fine. RFK Jr., CDC Advisory Council votes not to suggest children need to combine chickenpox and MMR vaccines so they can be, and they separated them, right? That you don't get them at the same time. What? And are taking away the suggestion for hepatitis B at birth. What? We talking about shit that we eradicated from the American population. They talking about don't take the vaccine and bring the shit back. Yo, I love the poorly educated. Right? See, I'm from the mill. So, you know, I'm not poorly educated at all. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. Yeah, he talk about Milwaukee, Wisconsin stuff, but national stuff, download that Brother Shot podcast, listen to it. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, 101.7 The Truth, okay? He opened my chakra because he said the average white age is 50, right? Black and brown women are still having babies, right? Y'all following me now? We're eliminating vaccines. So if we eliminate making vaccines mandatory for school-age children and it's on if you want to type shit, whose children will die? Confidence in the motherfucking clutch. That's the great replacement theory. How do we stay on top? Right? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Who children gonna die, y'all? Compete, please. Y'all had a 500-year head start, man. Y'all gotta compete. It's just that simple. Just compete. All we gotta do is compete. A healthy competition hurts nobody. Right? Because the whiteness ain't enough no more because there's gonna be too much black and brown. See? Just compete. That's all you gotta do. Just compete. The CDC panel removes COVID recommendations, saying it's a personal choice. Once again, Once again. And these motherfuckers talking about they did their research on YouTube and shit like this. Motherfuckers talking about, oh, I ain't taking the jab. I don't know, man, this shit up in there. Man, shut up. That shit saved motherfuckers' life. And especially here in Milwaukee, how many black men died in that first 10. Y'all got to be fucking crazy, me disrespecting our ancestors. Talking about I got to do research on the motherfucking vaccine that killed too many black people in this goddamn country during that motherfucking pandemic. Y'all crazy, man. I'm telling you, all that shit, I ain't fucking with you. Like, for real. I'll be cordial with motherfuckers that voted for Trump, but you black Trump motherfuckers, I can't fuck with. You motherfuckers are the dumbest motherfuckers in the world. That's why I said it like that. I have an extensive vocabulary. You black Trumpers motherfuckers are the dumbest motherfuckers in the world. For real. He's funny. He's a character, but he ain't. That shit is hate. A lot of hate in that shit. And finally, and you know, this politics shit, I might just do me a politics joint. I ain't trying to be like Stephen A. Stephen A. pissing me off. But Trump linked autism to Tylenol if women take it during pregnancy. No facts or scientific data to back it up. No correlation and causation, nothing to back it up. Excuse me, confidence in the clutch. Pain and fever are symptoms in pregnancy, right? Really don't want to be taking ibuprofen and naproxen and all that shit, right? So no woman that's pregnant is going to take it daily without advice from her doctor, except for the women that still smoke and drink. Which is a whole nother thing. The people that we don't, fucking idiots. This is another ploy to kill black and brown babies, right? Huh? Kill the mothers and to get birth defects, man. Like, what the fuck is going on, right? So if I believe the amount of people with autism was 1 in 36 in 2020, but it used to be 1 in 150 in 2000, that's something else going on. Have we ever thought about the fucking food we eat and the air we breathe? Shit. Something else is going on. I don't think it's Tylenol. But we got to do some research to figure out what the fuck it is. Trump and RFK are white, man. The white women are scared to buck them. They get away with saying whatever the fuck they want to without blowback from too many white women. That's part of the problem. But 54% of white women voted for this shit. So they ain't gonna say shit. It's fucking the country we live in, man. Fucking ridiculous, man. All right, moving on, y'all. And NFL. Look, I watched. Listen, I'm used to 300 plus yards of passing or close to it. This little fucking 100 and some passing, 220, all this bullshit, man. Come on, y'all. There's not enough passing players that go deep, and ain't the motherfuckers that shifty as wide receivers with receiving after the catch yards and all that shit, right? I mean, and furthermore, let's talk about these field goals too. Because I don't understand, these defenses ain't that Trump tight. You know what I mean? The motherfucking punk-ass quarterbacks are scared to throw that shit where they need to throw it. We know Jordan Love ain't. We'll talk about that later. But the field goal shit, is that a juice ball situation? Did they fix the ball, y'all? Let me know in the comments, please, because I have never seen in my life so many 60-plus yard field goals made outside. That used to be some dome shit. These motherfuckers outside with the wind, 64, no problem. Hitting the net. Hit the net. Doing what you want to do. I'll take a bet. See if you can do it, if you do it for the set. Oh, man, do it for the set. That Green Bay and Cleveland game, was that LaFleur's fault? Hell no. Love passing through 3 cats? Hell yeah. Man, you know what I'm saying? Man, I don't. What we want to say? What we say? Like, what was it, drop receptions and pass interferences and all this shit. We was in control and shit. Then they blocked the field goal and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy shit, man. Whatever. Kansas City, New York Giants, man. I don't like Travis Kelce demonstrably disagreeing with every game with somebody on that sideline, but we know time is not on Kelce's side. We know he can't be as great as he used to. We know that he's lost a little step, right? They don't have weapons as they used to as well until Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy. Rashee Rice returns from suspension and Xavier Worthy returns back from injury that was caused because Kelce ran the wrong route. Part of the game. But Andy Reid was right to bump his ass back together. Andy Reid like, man, who the fuck, get your shit together, cuz, you know what I'm saying? And Kelce understood, though, this is man. This is man, though. This is what man do. Hey, nigga, get your shit together, dog. It's grown man shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Then Russ kept getting booed at the game. And I told y'all week 5 they was going to make a change. Well, I guess I was a week off because the Giants bench Russ for Dart starting week 4, according to Coach Dabo, who's coaching for his motherfucking job, because you got Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes, Indiana Jones in Indiana killing like a motherfucker, right? Killing. And then you got Saquon just won a title. Man. Whew. Yo, health to James Conner, that was a nasty break when he got tackled at Arizona Cardinals. That leg got bent ugly. And, Aaron Rodgers can still throw the shit out of that motherfucking ball, man. You know what I'm saying? And Sunday was just crazy anyway, with 7-game winning field goals to win the games on Sunday. And y'all talk that shit about Detroit, like, oh, they coordinators. Y'all see what they did to Baltimore. And Baltimore is mid. Is Baltimore mid? Is Baltimore mid, y'all? I think it might be time for Lamar to hit it. Like, Baltimore mid. Is Lamar Harbaugh? What is it? Because then they can't, man, these late nights, but I mean, they losing by not that much, but man, you 1-2 right now, G. 1-2, but shit, they lost to the Lions and the Bills. It's gonna be real, but man, they just don't have it all. I want to know I want to know. I need more analysis, B. But shout out to the Lions, man. All right. WNBA, tell them we don't play. The Lynx closed out the Valkyries 2-0. Down 17 in the second half. The play of the game to me when I was watching, and this is why I love watching the game sometimes. Fee was with the ball, right? Drove to the middle, got doubled. Kicked it out to the right? She drove baseline, pump faked, right? Dribble drive, kicked it out. She pump faked, then she dribble drive, right? Kicked it out to Courtney Williams, who took the drive for the elbow J, right? Then the Valkyries had a shot at the end. However, the players should have gone glass instead of rim. So that's a shot selection issue. She go glass, she was at a good angle to go glass too. Shout out to A'ja Wilson for winning back-to-back MVPs and her 4th MVP. All-time records, right? Shout out to Kathy Englehart, right? That's her name. And Bam Adebayo for delivering the trophy to her at the end of practice. What they filmed that I saw that is one piece. Shout out to Bam for letting her have her moment. He handed it to her and walked out the motherfucking camera. There was no hug, no kiss, no I love you, baby, none of that. She just said thank you. And that gratefulness is why she is as great as she is and the motherfucking GOAT. She got to be the GOAT. The girl ain't even 30 yet, doing the shit she do. So we gonna see, because I got some motherfuckers for this GOAT shit. But, you know what I'm saying? This era, hands down, absolutely. Because remember I say GOAT is era-based. For her era right now, ain't nobody fucking with her. But if we talk about all-time coldest people in the league, she might be there right now. She's in the conversation. All right. Indiana and Las Vegas, game 1, conference semifinals. Fever goes into Las Vegas and wins. But this basketball is unwatchable. All of the paint shots that both teams miss are crazy. It's as if they're trying to impersonate the NBA with all the threes they miss and shit. And women miss too many layups. So how the dudes miss too many trays, women miss too many layups and paint shots. And the shot selections are terrible. They be falling down and shit, leaning to the side. Like, I wouldn't want any of my high school team girls watching this shit. College, yeah, not watching this shit because it ain't good ball. It's too much bad shit, just chucking up shit for no reason. And why does Becky have me make her staff wear hoodies with suits in the summertime? Hot in a bitch, but whatever. And that look dead, but we cool. When CC comes back, Kagan Clark, for you motherfuckers don't know, she's going to have to be Curry or Clay, more Clay, running off picks. We're going to get her open because she got a better passing ability than Curry, though, so she can get more on her Steve Nash shit, that 19 and 10 shit, where she'll be a double-double with at least 10 assists every game. Because Kelsey Mitchell is a motherfucker. She's a motherfucker. 36 in her conference semifinals debut, and she's the best guard in the fucking league. Kelsey Mitchell reminds me of a Mirror fucking Grant, A12 shooter. Y'all want to see somebody cold? At the letter A, 12, Shoota, SHOOTA. That's my former player. Oh, my God. That's who Mirror remind me of, Kelsey motherfucking Mitchell. And she's the best guard in the league. So CeCe gonna have to dial it back. All them logo threes and shit, that's cool with the ahs and ahs, but no, run off this pick, G, and set a motherfucker up because, man, when she get back next year, Seattle coach Noel Quinn has been released from the Storm I saw this coming after the Jewel Lloyd bullying complaining, and then they shipped their ass off last year, right? HR always get rid of the accuser and an offender when it comes to certain shit, most of the times when it's relational shit. But the bullying shit, whatever it was, they found it unfounded, then they got her ass out. She'll be fine, though. And damn, though, Sandy Brondello's contract will not be renewed by the Liberty a year after she won the franchise's first championship. Who the fuck did she piss off? You know what I'm saying? Damn. Stewie, Breonna Stewart, and Natasha Cloud held her down after the game. They gave us asked, what about her future? Man, hell no, she can't go nowhere. What the fuck? They was cussing? Like, hell no. Listen, to the injuries of their big three with Breonna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, and Sabrina Ionescu, they did what they could. And she kept that motherfucker afloat. They got 5th seed. They did what they could. This some internal New York bullshit. Who y'all got to come? Who won her job, fam? Who won her job to say they can do better than her? 1 year after the winning the chip. With injuries, give her some fucking grace, man. Cut me some fucking slack, y'all. Y'all got to be fucking kidding me. You know what I'm saying? Like, assholes, yo. She just pissed somebody off. So we riding for that. You know what I'm saying? We riding for Sandy. We riding for that, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm up out of here with this quick ones. Am I the drama? Listen, I listen to 1 minute of every song. I'm like, okay. The first track, whatever the fuck is called with Summer Walker, that shit cold in the motherfucker. And I believe the man of my word with the cat singing on that shit stood out to me. I'm not into the trap and the strip club anthems and all that shit. It's just not my vibe of music. However, I will deep dive because of Joe and the podcast, and they was like, yo, she was getting off in bars and shit. I ain't here for the mess and the drama, but they said she got that motherfucker, so I just want to hear it. The album's not for my demo. I'm a 48-year-old black man. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck I look like listening to Cardi B, first of all. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to see if she has any East Coast boom bap shit on there. I didn't hear none, but I was listening on my phone. I got to listen to this in the studio, you know what I'm saying? And listen to see if she got some shit on there, right? 23 tracks this long. However, I understand 7 years worth of thoughts and feelings had to get out, right? And yeah, she had to put WAP and if it's up, yeah, on there because those songs were great songs. And later down the line, like Joe said, they had to be placed somewhere because some motherfuckers wanted to find it on one album. It is what it is. Now, her boo thing, Stefan Diggs, reportedly has a 5-month-old he doesn't believe is his, a 3-month-old he's claiming, and Cardi B is pregnant. Ooh. Then it come off with Offset talking about shit, he want her to pay his taxes, and he want one of her cribs. Man, you got to be a little bit more careful. Shit. She was like, shit, motherfucker, I've been married for 7 years. I did everything. I stayed longer than I was supposed to. Now this motherfucker want me to pay his taxes and give him a crib. I ain't doing that shit. You gotta love Cardi, man. Cardi funny though, but I'm gonna listen to that. But I gotta listen to Chance before I listen to Cardi though, because Chance's album came out. So I gotta listen to that though. And the first take shit, Stephen A. pissing me off on this whole Republican ideology shit, talking about the moderate independent and shit. I get it, but he said Jimmy Kimmel shouldn't have said this shit. So I damn near finna unsubscribe to some of his shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like that shit, Stephen A. You can't do that, dog. I understand you company man and all that shit, got a lot of power. You uphold the shit, but your relationships with the people up top can't do that. Right is right and wrong is wrong, fam. Like, if that's the case, this shit you shouldn't be saying. So don't do that. However, Amina Smith, the black woman that be on Sports Center, it's her job to lose on first take. She was called in the motherfucker yesterday. She was handling shit, getting in. She got that. Nigga, yeah, come on. Woo. Like, yeah, I love Amina Smith, man. That shit a rap. That shit out the rap. Shout out to Molly, though. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. Get up out this motherfucker, man. Get your confidence together, man. Get your clutch together. Let's continue this on in the comments. I apologize for last week, but we here this week, man. Go back and watch on YouTube, man. Let me know what y'all think. Support your own American-born African with mass appeal. Listen to and follow the network on various platforms. Wherever you listen to your podcast, search Confidence in the Clutch. Click the bell for notification, new content when I drop. Follow, share, rate, and review. It's important. Every subscriber matters. Follow us on X at KITK, Weekly. Donald Nelson, D-Nell, Dizzle, Deezy, Deezus, Deezos, Don P, Don D, Little D, Don Rilla, Digger, Don Loke. Host, Confidence in the Clutch Podcast with Donald Nelson. A Confidence in the Clutch Podcast about sports, entertainment, music, culture, religion, politics, and society. Have a safe and healthy night if you're listening during the daytime. Create a great day on purpose. By next week, Tuesday at this time, man, I'm going to be letting y'all know if there's going to be a, hey, I got this shit done. Difficult takes a day, impossible takes a week, or baby, I got to take this extension. But either way, all that shit going to be all good. And I can't wait till I get done to share with y'all what I've been working on these past 6 months and what's coming next for your boy, man. Salute. Get up out this joint, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Take care of yourselves. How's your health? Peace. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3 and the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.